Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Hey, look, I mean, we can't even sugarcoat this. I can't even make this up. I can't explain it. I'm not going to try to explain this away. I'm not going to try to make it up, except, I mean, we were lost in the sauce. I don't even know how else to explain it. Yes, we got to win, but this was absolutely, positively just, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I felt like this was the Tulane game all over again. I mean, things seem to be going good in the first half, but man, my God, it seemed like just the floodgates just exploded in the second half. I don't even know how to explain it. Several different things, man, that I can't even talk about. That I mean, I don't even know. Let me get to some of these comments, man. I don't even know. I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know what to say. Let's go to some of these comments, man. Unbelievable. This was a moral victory. This was a moral victory for Colorado. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Shout out to Coach Prime. You did it. Doc, if we ain't not get quit blitz, man, I don't even know where to begin on this. I really don't even know where to begin. I mean, listen, man. I've seen the DBs get burnt several different times. I don't know. I don't like calling out names, but my God, Bryson Shaw had like 4 of them scored on him. Linebackers look completely out of place. I don't know, man. I mean, these rush seams up the middle before the second half that just Shador Sanders is not that fast. Shador Sanders, I'm not. I mean, I don't know, maybe 4.9 in the 40, but my God, to just get that thing up the middle like that, it looked like nobody was. I don't even know what to say about this. Hey, God, what time? What time is the game? What you mean? What time the game? The game is over. What did I just? Hey, I have no idea what I just watched. Like, and I really don't want to put my emotions in this. I started to not even. I said, let me get us a little bit of time. Me and Jay Watt, we will be on it, and he said that he can't come on till later. But I'll be lost in the sauce with this Canelo Alvarez fight and Charlo fight, so I'll be gone from the house. But I mean, I can't explain what I watched. You guys remember in the Tulane game, this was a similar type of situation. It looked like we were just about to run away with it, then all of a sudden, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know what I watched. And here's the thing. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Hey, man, we beat Notre Dame last year. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a lot of adjustments to make. And here's the thing, man. I think Coach Lincoln Riley, he's gonna have some questions to answer as it relates to that, to defense. Alex Grinch, he got a million questions to ask. I mean, the scheme absolutely sucked. In the beginning, we got pressure, we looked good. Then all of a sudden, of course, they put players that we've never seen in there before, freshmen that came out, but they absolutely ball. Here's the bottom line. Their DBs, their freshman DBs, and their DBs at times look better than our DBs. Bottom line, we got the better receivers. Their DBs look better than ours. They look like they were playing the run. They look like they were playing the run. They look like they were playing the pass. And the bottom line is they look better than our. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know what we're supposed to say. Like what do the coaches want us to say? Do they expect us not to see what we see? All of us seen it. It was I'm still gonna shout out Solomon Bird, shout out Jamil Muhammad, shout out to Dejan Bitten, Bear Alexander, those guys, Keon Barr, those guys who played in the beginning. Shout out to them. They got the pressure, but man, I'm telling you, the DBs in the secondary continues to plague us. I mean, on and on again. I mean, and it got even worse today. This is worse. This is a worse performance from our secondary that I've seen. And I mean, this was horrible. Let me get to this super chat real quick. And our young guys, they know I love them. I got love for them. But man, I have no idea. I mean, what in the world we just seen? Let me get down to this super chat real quick. I see you, Ryan. Let me get down. I'm getting down to it. I got to get to you. Here we go. Ryan, Second half nightmare. Demani gave up 3 big plays. I see why he was on the ground laid out. Yeah, terrible. Bryson Shaw, terrible. Branch should have been starting. Man, you know what? We gave up like 200 yards rushing. I'm telling you, I mean, the technique, once again, from the defensive backs is absolutely, they continue to look just lost at times. And I don't know how to describe it. I mean, we can call it whatever, scheme or whatever, but my thing is this. If the guys are getting penetration and you getting a one-on-one, the defensive backs are one-on-one, whether it's Demani, whether it's Bryson Shaw, whether it's whoever. If you got one-on-one, your job is to stay with that guy. Your job is to be disciplined in the guy's route running. And, you know, a coach can't be with you out there at that point in time. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is absolutely, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I would not be surprised, and I'm going to be honest about this. I would not be surprised if we drop down, if we drop big time in the poll. I mean, it's unexplainable. I'm going to get to these comments. It's Grinch game plus the terrible play from the defense overall. The secondary, man, it continues to be the secondary, man. I like the pressure that we got. We got pressure on them. I mean, we got some couple of big sacks, but for whatever reason, our secondary, man, I don't know. I mean, what is this? I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. I don't know where we're gonna drop to. Pastor Henry Owens, word of spirit. Our defense will not survive. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, Pastor Henry, you need to pray for our defense right now. That's what Pastor Henry, we need you to pray for the defense right now. Pray for the secondary, because right now we are absolutely, I'm gonna be honest, man. I just don't see how we are gonna survive. I don't see how we're gonna make it with playing like this. It's impossible. Alex Grinch must be replaced. We will not. Man, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's coaching and talent choice. Hey, I do believe that, because why I didn't see Rajon Davis to the very end of the game, and I cannot understand. I cannot understand that, man. I'm lost in the sauce with that. I seen him at the end of the game, and I don't get it. Opposed to, I never seen Shane Lee one time. We still continue to see that questionable situation. Defense did not improve. I'm worried about the bigger games, like Notre Dame. Man, I don't know, man. You know, the crazy thing about it, I've seen second half adjustments from Colorado. Not even second half. I've seen first half adjustments from Colorado. Colorado appeared to make adjustments, but we didn't make no adjustments. We had no adjustments. That's the very concerning thing. I'm getting to these super chats. How does Colorado make adjustments, but USC doesn't make adjustments? That's a problem. That right there is a big problem, because that's concerning, because it's almost saying like, I'm stubborn. I'm going to continue to do what we got to do and not make any type of adjustments. And I think it's going to be my way or the highway. It's going to be my way or no way. And we continue to do the same thing and lost in the sauce. If they're happy with this, I mean, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with just a victory. I mean, this game should have easily been a blowout. Let me get to some of these. Our front seven can't stop the run. I disagree with that. We can stop the run, and we got pressure. I believe that we got pressure. We had Solomon Byrd with a sack. We had Jamil Muhammad with another sack. I believe where the problem really lies in, man, and thank you for the super chat, by the way. I believe the problem lies in, once we get that pressure, our DBs and Shador threw it on the run, we were completely lost in the sauce. I mean, I don't understand that. Let me get to some more of these super chats. We had a couple of breakdowns, and we had a couple of run lanes that were open up, man. But I don't know, man. Let me get to some of these super chats here. We got to call it what it is, man. It was horrible. It was just a horrible performance. I don't even know what to say. It's horrible. I can't take up for it. I'm not going to take up for it. And it is what it is, man. I mean, to have a front seven the way we have it right now, and to be playing like this, I mean, it's totally like, not only do you feel like, and I'm going to get to Caleb and I'm going to get to the offense in a second, because I still think, let me read this, please. Playing this way will get some. Yeah, I totally agree. It's no way we're gonna survive. There's no way we could continue to win. I mean, this ain't. We got way more competition that we got to play. We got to play Oregon. We got to play Washington. I mean, this is absolute. It's unacceptable. Let me get to some more of these super chats. We dropping to the 14th in ranking. I feel we deserve. Rajon Davis should be. I don't know why Rajon Davis. I totally agree. Rajon Davis should be in this game right now. And it's frustrating. I don't understand. Like, why is it? I'm convinced Grinch is working for. Hey man, this felt like the Tulane game. I mean, like seriously. Thank you for the super chat. Honestly, once again, 2 weeks in a row, Lincoln Riley completely, and this is a whole nother. Oh Lord Jesus! Hey, this is a whole nother thing, because I told you guys, and let me pull up some of these stats. Man, this is frustrating. It's frustrating and it's depressing. It's depressing and it's frustrating. I don't know which one you want to put first. It's frustrating or depressing. Or it's depressing or frustrating. I don't know which one goes first. Which one sounds better? Because right now, let me pull up these stats, man. This is unbelievable. Marshawn Lloyd, last week, he had 14 carries for 154 yards. This week, 13 carries for 184 yards. I told you guys last week, Marshawn Lloyd started off, and I'm going to get to these super chats. I see him, man. Marshawn Lloyd started off last week running good. He started off this week. And here we go again. Why do we always have to feel like we got to pass it? It was a point in the first half where we had four straight passes on the down. Why not run it at all? Why are we so pass happy? I don't understand it. Like, what do we try? We have nothing to prove. Establish the run. This is driving me crazy. I'm sick. It's really driving me crazy. It's frustrating. Brian, thank you. Rajon played the first half. He was in when Sanders got that last minute touchdown. I don't remember seeing him. Thank you for telling me that. I don't remember seeing him. Tommy, thank you. DBs, man, look, DBs are like, man, look, the DBs are playing bad, man. I don't. The DBs are playing bad. I agree with that. They're just playing bad, man, and it's horrible. It's horrible. You can't make this stuff up, man. Thank you for the super chat. You can't make this up. So, my thing is this, and we said this before. We talked about the offense. We talked about the defense, man. I'm gonna be honest. I put it on the defense, but I also put it on the offense as well. Yes, Caleb had nice yardage. Yes, he did. But there are some times, man, where I've seen Marshawn Lloyd out in the flat. And it's like, I don't know, man, at times, and I'm not knocking Caleb. Caleb is the Heisman. He's great. But there's been times where I see guys out in the flat, and it's like we go for the big plays, just like when the interception took place, rolled out and hit somebody out, whoever that was. I can't even remember who that was he was attempting to hit. But it's just like, man, we are just, it's like we killing our own selves. And it's crazy. I'm trying to have faith too. But right now, hey, Anthony, you know me more than anybody. I'm super positive. I always try to have the faith, but I can't cover up for what I've seen. Like, none of us. What we seen today was absolutely unacceptable. It was all the way unacceptable. I don't know if Coach Riley is happy with it, with just the win. We kept one of the worst teams, one of the worst offensive line, defensive lines. We kept them in offensive line. We kept them in the game. Like, we really kept them in the game, offensive line and defensive line. Colorado had no business in being in that game. You're right. Lloyd be wide open. Man, he was wide open. And my thing is like, look, and I'm not knocking Caleb. And I'm not, we got on some of the defense. And I'm not knocking Caleb. But my thing is, guys be open in the flat. And not only that, you got Shador Sanders, who's not the fastest guy in the world, running up the middle. Why can't Caleb do that? Caleb could do the same thing. I believe Caleb is way faster. But I know he's trying to get the quarterback thing going on as far as draft status and all that, and you want to stay in the pocket. But then there's some times where you just got to run the ball. Like, here's the thing: if we know our defense is somewhat suspect, like we know that they are. Now, I will say this: our front seven, legit. I'm still saying they legit, but our secondary got to help them. But my thing is, if we know that they got some issues, and we know that they've been having issues with certain areas, why not control the clock? That's what I don't understand. Why not make your defense help your defense? We're in an area with altitude. Because we trying to score. We trying to get that wow factor. We are pass happy, and it drives me crazy when we should be running the ball. Man, this is really, man. You just watched Alex Grinch speed DJ. Hey, I sure did. Worry about your team. Uh, exactly. USC weaknesses. Our secondary, man. It's just not. The secondary is not. It's just not what's happening, man. I mean, I don't care about 5 stars. I don't care about 3 stars. I don't care what kind of star you are. My thing is, whoever you are, if you're not producing on the field, get up out of there, man. And that's just the bottom line. I'm sorry. I mean, you just can't. You just can't do that. Did somebody say, yes, we pass happy? We are absolutely. Sometimes we pass happy. We don't establish the run like we need to. You have to control. Man, I know this. This is my son. He's lost in the sauce. I'm not even about to pay him no attention. I love him, but hey, he's crazy. We have struggled to stop the run all year. We have to stop the run without blitzing. But check this out. We did stop the run at times. But my thing is, we can't expect all the time for our front seven is to continue because these guys had several sacks, and I'm gonna read some of these out to you. At some point, the secondary got to step up, man. I mean, they were running slants, and that little freshman receiver came in there and just started doing whatever he wanted to do to our DBs. It was ridiculous. Let me all right, let me get to some of these. Mason Cobb, he led the team today with 13 tackles. Bryson Shaw, 6 tackles. Roland Wallace, 5 tackles. I like the way Roland Wallace played. He looked pretty good. I don't even feel like reading that, man. I can't even deal with. I mean, it's unexplainable. We should have. I totally, Pastor. I totally agree. Run the ball. This was very embarrassing, man. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, man. This was embarrassing. I can't defend this, man. I mean, for all the good stuff that happened in the first half, it's very, very hard to defend everything else that took place. I mean, there was a lot. Hey, Slap Happy. Hey, thank you. For all the good stuff that happened in the first half, it's just hard to defend this overall performance. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Notre Dame, that could be an L. Oregon, that could be an L. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Are the coaches on the sideline looking at the same game that everybody else is looking? I don't know if they're in denial. I don't know if they see. I mean, but if I'm saying to myself during the game that some adjustments need to be made as it relates to running the ball, as some adjustments needs to be made as the commander-in-chief, as far as the secondary. Look, you know what I like what Coach Prime did tonight? Is he seen some things weren't working. You know what he did? He started putting some freshmen in. He started putting some players, Kamani McLean, he started putting some freshmen in that he felt like could make plays and said, look, I'm going to give them an opportunity. I like that. You know why? Because you're willing to take a risk. You're willing to go ahead and say, look, I don't like what's working for me right now. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put better players in right now. And that's not to say the players that weren't in weren't good, but that's just saying they're not making it happen right now. They're not making it crack right now. And as a result, I'm pulling you out. and he put Cormani McClain in there, who he felt like wasn't ready at the beginning of the season, and felt like he wasn't ready last week. But you know what? He's seen that it wasn't working, and he put the right players. I don't care if we got to put true freshmen all over the field in the secondary. You put Christian Pierce in there. You put Zion Branch in there. I don't care who you got to put in there. But look, you got to make the change. Forget about the names. Forget about the starters. Make sure you put the players in there, the right players, to make it happen. Coach Prime did it. Man, I'm just, man. I need to know. Oh, man. That 4-star receiver. Hey, no, I thought I heard him say he was a 5-star, man. He was a 5-star. Let me get to these comments. I totally agree. It was embarrassing. It was extremely. Look, for somebody like myself who defends this thing all the time. I mean, I don't have nothing to say. I mean, what can I say about that? I can't say anything. I can't say anything except it was embarrassing. Defense need major work. They need more than major work right now. They need an overhaul right now. Like, I'm still rocking with the front seven all day. I love what they do. But they need some help, man. They need some help. I'm not sold right now on linebackers, and I'm not sold on our secondary. It's just not working right now. It's not saying that they ain't good players, but my thing is like, if they're not getting it done, look, try something else. Try something else. Try something else that makes it work. Because right now it's just not. And I'm absolutely, man. I mean, this was the most absurd thing that I've ever seen, man. I don't even know what to say. Woo, man. Hey, it's time. Hey, Brian, it's time to put whoever needs. And let me say this again. And shout out Brian. My thing is this: put in whoever is willing to be disciplined. That's my thing. I'm tired of these players. Look, and I'm just gonna say it. It appears to be favoritism on the team. Because my thing is, I don't know if it's favoritism or loyalty, if you want to put it as a senior, we seniors or whoever, and I hope I don't regret my comments. But it appears to be favoritism at times, man. Like I said, I feel like certain players need to be starting, and even if the players start and you don't get them in, and they're not making it happen, just like I said, and it just told you with Coach Prime, put the right guys in. At least give them a shot. Because my thing is, if it's not working, why does it take 4 touchdowns for Bryson Shaw to get pulled, to get scored on? I mean, we've seen it 4 different times. Like what else do we need to do? I don't understand it. Out of place, and this may not be his day. Bryson Shaw's not a bad player. He played good at times last week. But my thing is, to get scored on 4 times, it's like, okay, let's pull him out. This might not be his day. That doesn't mean you bad. Just pull him out. That's bottom line. That's it. It doesn't mean you bad. We had a 28, yeah, it's crazy. A 28-point lead, and Riley kept passing the ball. That is like my number one thing. That is like my number one thing right there, other than the defense. We continue to be pass happy. Why not run the ball? It's effective. We got a bigger offensive line. We can impose our will. And then some of the run plays, I heard him say in the broadcast that when the running back is a certain distance away, they're gonna run it. When he's up close, he's gonna block. They already, we were kind of like telegraphing our runs. Why not? I mean, it seemed like it could have been some creative, more run plays. It just seemed like we just kind of I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know, man. This is shout out to Colorado. I'm not taking nothing away from them. This is sad. This is sad that as many haters that want USC to fail, they keep proving them right. Hey, man. Hey, I cannot defend what I've seen today. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't defend it. It hurts, man. It hurts because I love these dudes, man. I love everything that they represent. But at the end of the day, we got to play the right players at the right time, man. And that's just the bottom line. For all the players who come back and watch this, you guys know I got big time love for you, and there's no disrespect to none. But there's certain times that certain times that look, everybody's time may have a bad day, and you just got to pull the right guy in, man. And I cannot sit here and watch a guy consistently just just man, whoa, oh man, I don't even know, man. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And I was expecting us to have a big blowout. We got the Jamel Charlo fight and Canelo fight, and I wanted to, but I can't watch that fight comfortably. I can't be happy and watch that fight. I can't be satisfied tonight and watch that fight because I got to think about this crap all day long. Man, I'm telling you, man, this is really it's disturbing. Speedy, family, what's up? Forget today. Hey, what's up, family? What's up with you? That's my peoples right there. What's up? Hey, Speedy, we hot. That's my homeboy. He played safety at Washington State. He was on that Rose Bowl team. He started at safety, man. Shout out to him. That's my people, man. That's my family. Speedy, I'm hot right now, man. Hey, it did not. Coach Prime did not have to. I love Coach Prime, but this thing did not have to be the way it is right now. I'm hot. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I hope somehow we can make some type of adjustments and come back to the business, man. Because right now, this ain't the business. This ain't the business. I saw Gentry tonight. And Gentry was he had the, you guys remember, he had that big kick, that pump block, and it just seemed like we were on our way in the first half. It seemed like we were on our way, and then all of a sudden, we went back, we regressed back to, it seems like USC from last year defense. It seemed like we regressed to the Tulane game from last year, and man, I'm telling you, that completely sucked. Either you don't have the right players on the field or your defensive scheme doesn't work. I think it's a little bit of both. Honestly, it's a little bit of both, man. It is a little bit of both. Nico Joe, man, hey, at this point, whatever we need, hey, I'm willing to get it. At this point, whatever we need, we're willing to get it. Imagine how Caleb feels. But listen, man, it's not all on the defense. I mean, the defense. Some of it is a little bit of the offense. I mean, I'm not going to put it on the offense, but the play calling. As the commander-in-chief, we got to say, look, you got the ball in your court. You got the ball in your hand. We can establish the run. We can establish the run and protect our defense. If we got a weakness, why not protect our guys? Why not protect them and say, look, let's control the clock? I don't get it. I just do not understand it. Man, let me get to these, man. It was embarrassment. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It should have been a blowout. I thought we were gonna run away with it. John, thank you, man. Thank you. I know you lost in the sauce. We all lost in the sauce right now, man. It is what it is, man. It is. What's up, family? Hey, ball, what's up? I mean, we got 1 million people in here, right? We got 306 people. Hey, man, he got a lot of questions to answer. I tell you that. If Coach Riley is happy with this performance, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. He should be very. I mean, I wonder what he's thinking right now. If we're thinking what we're thinking, I wonder what he's thinking right now. It is just, it's crazy. Pass drunkenness. It doesn't make any sense. We don't have to pass. We got, you know how many running backs we got? We got Marshawn Lloyd. We got Austin Jones, Marion Peterson, Quinn Joyner, Darwin Barlow, and here we are. We just don't utilize them, but we utilize all kinds of other receivers all the time, which is cool. But then there's some times, man, I'm telling you, I'm really, man, I'm trying to separate myself from this. Let me adjust play other. We got to play Bama DB warming our bench. What, man? Yeah, it's crazy. Let him get in. I don't care who gets in. Let the best player play. I don't care if he's a walk-on. Let him play. Let him play. If he knows how to guard, cover, and defend, let him play. Yeah, I totally agree. D-line was solid. That's why I can't put them in the same category. I cannot put them in the same category as everybody else. We got 309 people in here. Solomon Byrd, once I stated, he balled out, had a sack. Uh, Jamil Muhammad had another sack. And so, man. Seems Riley wanted to give Deion some hope. Man, I don't know. That ain't the kind of hope we want right now. We don't want that kind of hope. That's the wrong kind of hope. If that's the case, that is the absolute wrong kind of hope. Mason played better. He played a little bit better, but it seemed like, I don't know, man. There was a couple of busted coverages, man, at the end of the half. Some open seams, some open lanes. Shedeur Sanders has no business running up the middle. You are not that fast. He's not that fast. Why is he running up the middle like that? He looked like doggone Johnny Manziel running up the middle. Man, it's crazy. Don't expect USC. No, we ain't going to rise, man. Hey, man, if we fail out the top 10, hey, I hope that maybe that's what we need. Fall out the top 10. Maybe that'll make us hungry. And this ain't no disrespect. We need to be more hungry. I mean, because right now, I don't know, man. I know for a fact, we have better players. But as I stated, I'm shout out to the D line. I love us. I'm gonna continue to call out their names: Solomon Byrd, Jamil Muhammad, all these dudes, because they did their job. I am not blaming them at all. Riley would defend. Man, look, I'm not defending anything. I don't even know what it is. I'm not even gonna call it out. I'm just it's unacceptable. Hey, that's Solomon Byrd's mom right there. How you doing today? Hey, your son balled out. I got love for your son. He continues to do what he got to do. Thank God for Solomon. Thank God for Solomon. And you told me you prayed for that name. So, hey, thank God for Solomon. Secondary. Hey, man, the secondary just lost, bro. They lost, man. They need to get it together, man. They just need to get it together. It's just, it's kind of like I feel the same way as Caleb. Like, Caleb played so well on offense, and you don't want him to suffer. But then I feel like our D-line, they asserted themselves. They played good, but then the secondary is not keeping their end of the bargain. That's what I feel like. I feel like they are not keeping their end of the bargain, and it's frustrating because when they get pressure and create these third downs, it's like, man, hold your end of the bargain so we can get off the field. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying the defense should depend on the offense, but what I'm saying is the offense should control the clock if we know that we got a secondary that's kind of suspect. Because right now, our secondary to hop right back on the field like that after we score or whatever, it's just not. I mean, that's just not the way to go, and it absolutely looked horrible. I mean, Christian Roland Wallace. Let me say this: shout out to Christian Roland Wallace because I think he played well. He was one of the cornerbacks that did play well. He had a nice little interception in the first half. He looked like he tackled well, but man, we had some stuff going on, man, out there in the secondary. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Offense really put the defense in and thank you for admitting that. It's just unnecessary, man. If you guys already know, if I know that we got these issues, why not control the clock? I don't understand. That is one thing I cannot understand. USC priority. You got to keep them off the field as much as possible. Like if we got a decent offensive line and we can run the ball, why not run the ball? We all want to know that right now. I mean, like I want to know that because the first time we seen our defense exposed, really even the second time when we got a couple of passes put on us, what we should have did? We should have said, okay, let's let's control this clock, let's manage this game. But no, what we want to do? We want to be pass happy and just, we got to put the blame somewhere else as well, man. We got to call it what it is. If we're going to call it what it is across the board, If we're gonna call it on the defense and Alex Grinch, we gotta call it all across the board. That's the bottom line. If you're not calling it like that, I don't know what game you watching because we cannot. There's no way. Chris, what's up? Man, I don't know what happened. Man, I don't know either. It was a Tulane game. Hey, thank you, my brother. How's that new baby doing, by the way? But it literally took one quarter. We all need to vent this out. Yeah, I'm venting it out right now, bro. I'm venting it out right now. It's frustrating. We got another week of media glazing over Colorado because of. Hey, man, let me say this. Shout out to Colorado. Shout out to the coaching staff. And I love Coach Prime. I already told you guys that. And they made adjustments. Shout out to them for making the necessary adjustments and to continue to get the ball down the field. They seen a weakness. They seen the weakness and exploited that, and they continue to move and groove with it. Shout out to them. Game did feel like a lot. Man, it felt like an absolute. Look, I told you, man, my whole day, I don't even feel like eating. I haven't had nothing to eat today. I don't even feel like eating right now. I don't feel like eating food. I don't feel like. I told you we got the Canelo fight coming on tonight. Canelo and Charlo. I don't even feel like watching that. I mean, my whole day is just, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I got what I wanted. I just wanted my son. Hey, your son did his thing. Wanted to sack Deion Sanders, and it happened. Hey, amen. Hey, praise God. You already know how much love I got for Solomon, and because I told you before. But Solomon continues to do his thing. His streak continues to move and groove. He continues to get sacks. And so, hey, big shout out to the D-line because they still continue to do their job. But I tell you what, man, right now our secondary is a major liability. I mean, it is a liability. Riley thinking he put Grinch in a hard spot with his offensive play calling. Man, oh man, oh man. You know, the crazy thing about this, we had some issues schematically. Yeah, we did. We had a few. We did. But here's the crazy thing about this. The whole country watched this. The whole world watched this. You got multiple celebrities on the sideline. You know what? They got their money worth. Everybody in that stand got their money worth. I thought it was, we all thought this was going to be a blowout. They didn't cover the spread at all. Everybody got their money worth, man. And wow. They got my man 50 grand heated right now. Everybody's heated right now, man. Everybody is heated. In their eyes, this was probably the best game they ever seen in their life coming to this game. And it didn't even have to be like this. Once again, it looked like we were getting ready to run away with it, and it happened to us again. How many rushing yards did I'm about to show you? Hold on. I really can't even go over these stats right now just because. Marshawn Lloyd, I don't even want to say it, man. 13 carries, 84 yards. Lord, Jesus. Why? Just tell me why. Why did Marshawn Lloyd have 13 carries for 84 yards? And we've seen that he had success running the ball. And then when he did run the ball, and then times that we tried to attempt to run the ball, it's just like we just did it for more of a decoy type situation to set up the next play. It did not seem like we wanted to really establish the run and assert ourselves, oppose our will. It seemed like we just, I don't know what that was. Marshawn got it going, had a nice little touchdown. We have a nice touchdown at the beginning of the game, just like he did last week. And we get away from it. Why? Explain that. Why? I just want to know why. Explain that. What is the logic behind that? What is the reason behind that? I agree. Sanders is extremely slow, and it's uncalled for, man. Man, we look horrible, man. I'm not even about to. Hey, it is what it is. We are doing. Man, it feels like a loss. It does. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It feels like a straight loss, man. I don't. This is frustrating. Colorado was stuffing the run second half. No, and only got 1 to 3 yards. No, we had some real bland looking plays. We weren't doing no creative run plays. Some of those plays, I don't like those run plays. So we could have been doing some more. Get some guys out in space, but it just seemed like we did it more of a decoy type situation opposed to establishing run. You don't just do one run and then leave it. You got to keep running, so you can get in that groove. We did not establish that run at all. That was horrible. For him to only have 13, come on, man. Yeah, I picked Kansas to win this game, man. I picked Kansas to possibly upset these guys, man. I hope they do. Maybe that'll take some pressure off us. That's freaking crazy. Yeah, I'm rocking with Christian Roland Wallace real heavy. Real heavy. I love the way he was balling, man. He was very, very consistent. Hey, Dejon Benton, big shout out to him. Dejon got his ball on, man. I love what I've seen from him, man. I mentioned him earlier on in this podcast, but yeah, Dejon did his thing, man. Let me continue to go down here. Both coaches had a bad man. I mean, we got to call it like it is. If we're gonna put it on Alex Grinch, we got to put it on everybody across the board, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, yeah, they got to get better, man. But you know, I'm still good with the defensive line. If our defensive line just stays the way they are and continue to move and groove, it's the secondary, man. The secondary, man. Coach O, hey, at this point, man, I can't. Hey, I cannot argue with anything that anybody's saying right now. I can't. I can't defend it. I can't defend against what you're saying right now, because right now it looks like Coach O needs to be back. And I mean, that's how bad it was at times. We can't pick and choose who to criticize. Right. I see people doing that in the chat. That ain't cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We need to address everybody. Like, and that's the way I feel like. If we see Coach Grinch is having a bad game, why not call it all across the board? Because at the end of the day, you got to control the clock, man. I mean, I don't see Auburn got up 10-0. I got to turn some of these games on. I don't even feel like watching no games, but I got to watch them. What's the score right now? Auburn and Georgia. We're actually worse against the run than last year. I don't know about that. We have a better front seven than last year. Look at our sacks. Look at our pressures. Hey, fight on, man, fight on. Hey, so look, man. Me and Jaywalk, we're gonna come down. Look, Jaywalk is absolutely disgusted. I talked with him. I mean, we both disgusted. We just look. This is hey. It is what it is, man. It's embarrassing. We 5-0. Yeah. Shout out to you, my guy. We're 5-0. We hopefully. Hey, maybe. Jay, I'm trying to be objective. It's the players and the scheme. Hey, man, it's a little bit of both. Right now, I think that the best players need to be in. We cannot continue to. I don't care if you got a favorite. I don't care if you promise somebody. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what it is. But put the best player in. You guys know Christian Roland Wallace wasn't starting from the beginning of the season, and I felt like he should have been starting. And we see what he's doing now. I think we still got a case of some of that right now. And we got to have the best players in there. I'm lost in the sauce. Keep me up to date on some of these scores, man, because we got to get into some of these scores. I'm going to get to some of these. Let's see. Dante Williams better fix the secondary or, hey, man, it's rough. The secondary, it is very, very, very rough. Let me get to this super chat here. I got some super chats coming through here. The secondary, Robert, hey, thank you first and foremost. Riley needs to snap out that Big 12 style of play, all offense, no defense. This is where the defense matters. Hey, these offenses in the Big 12 don't compare to the offenses in the Pac-12. I mean, bottom line. And the rubber is about to meet the road, man. And if we don't fix something real quick, my God. Thank you, Brian. Telling you, Riley is trying to get Caleb. And that's my whole point, man. If we're gonna call this thing what it is, we gotta call it what it is. You the commander-in-chief. You can run the ball if you want to. I don't care what needs to take place. You need to slow the clock down and run the ball. And you see what happens when you're trying to get those numbers. He threw a pick because we try to do too much. Why not establish the run and continue to throw and establish the run? It makes no sense, man. Let me get to some of these other comments. Now, let me say this. Somebody says, I don't know if we're ready for Oregon. Listen, I'm going to say this. The whole dynamic of this game compared to what Oregon played, I mean, I'm not comparing Oregon and USC, but they played at home and we played away. Some of that is going to be a factor in it. But at the end of the day, we took the crowd out the game. We had a clear path to just a blowout. It looked like it was to be a blowout. And we let it go. We let it go. Why? Because we're stubborn. And let's just call it what it is. We are absolutely stubborn on both sides of the ball. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Man, I believe so. I mean, that's what it looks like. LeVar, if Lincoln doesn't get rid of – hey, look, he's not going to get rid of him in mid-season. I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt mid-season he's going to get rid of him. So I think right now it needs to be some adjustments. We got Coach Greg Brown over there. Somebody needs to step in and look and handle their business and put the best players in. Because right now, I honestly don't think the best players are starting. On the defensive front, I'm going to continue to say that. Jamil Muhammad, Solomon Byrd, Keon Bars, Bear Alexander, they cool. I'm cool with that. I'm an alumni of USC and live in North Carolina. My neighbors told me all that money USC has told them to go buy a new defense. Hey, man, I don't know. Thank you for the chat. We need to do something. We really need to do something. It's bad. It's very bad right now. Deion Jockin said, great win today in the hey, man. Deion did his thing. Much love to Deion. Much props to Deion. Arkansas, Kansas, 7-13. Kansas. Who's winning the game? 7-13. Kansas. Is it Kansas up? Hopefully, hey, thank you, Miss Bird. Hopefully this wasn't, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm praying for. I'm hoping this was humbling, and I hope they get it fixed. I hope they figure it out. Somebody tap in with me. Let me know who's winning that game because I'm about to get on here in a minute. We all got to vent. We had to vent. USCJ, do you think SC should stick with Grinch? Give us your honest take, man. If I base it on today, it don't look good for it don't look good for him today. You know, my thing is that, and I'm not gonna say I'm not one of those who like to say whether a man needs to get rid of. But I will say today, he didn't do a good job of trying to keep his job. I'm going to tell you that. If I'm looking at it today, based on the day, it looked bad. But I'll let Coach Riley decide that and figure that out. But right now, it looked horrible. He did not do a good job of I didn't see no adjustments. I mean, I've seen no adjustments. And they stick. And, like I said, you cannot have four times get scored on a touchdown and you keep the guy in. Why keep the guy in and he continues to get scored on? It makes no sense. Like, what do you see that's right with that picture? Georgia 10-10. I don't think Georgia's played nobody this year, man. So I think, and this is against Auburn, man. We'll see. I'm about to turn some of these games on. I hadn't got my workout on. I was gonna try to work out. I was gonna try to do this. I haven't eaten today. I'm gonna watch the fight, but man, I don't feel like doing nothing. Man, this is crazy. This is so crazy. He did himself no favors at all, man. I mean, that's the bottom line. He did himself no favors at all. So look, man, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to check some of these games out. And man, oh man. Me and Jaywalk, we will be back. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday. USC should make. Hey, I like Gary Patterson, OTCU coach. He's a good one. No question about it. We need to do something. I'm not satisfied. I don't think none of our fans are satisfied right now with what we're seeing. How about Chris Richard as potential? You know what? At this point, anybody right now, anybody that could get it done, anybody that can help us shut this thing down as far as the defense, and I like our defensive line, so, and I like the way they penetrate, but right now, it just seems like the other part of our defense is not getting it done. USCJ, have some water before, man. Hey, it's crazy. Much love, children family. Hopefully we get together. Hey, no doubt. I'm just gonna leave on that one. That's a positive note, young Tiny man. Hey, appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna leave on that note, and I need some water. I'm about to be lost in the sauce for the rest of the day. Until later on, listen, everybody stay blessed. Me and Jaywalk will come through and get it done, man. We're gonna come and break this game down. Jaywalk has some choice words to say, so I want you guys to hear that. This was just an instant reaction. We're gonna have an actual breakdown of this game. I don't even like thinking about the breakdown. That's how bad it was. So look, until later on, man, look, I still love my Trojan family. Love all of them, man. Love all those who in the chat. Thanks everybody for tapping in. Love my Trojans that are on the field, even the ones who play bad. Whereas Bryce Shaw, whoever. Love all of them. I'm going to be lost into this. Don't get lost into the. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, but look, until later on, listen. Fight on, fight on. Until later on, everybody stay blessed, man. Fight on. Hey, we got a good fight to come on tonight. Who you got? Before I go, Charlo or Canelo? Who you got? Who you got? I want to see some of those comments real quick before I get out of here. I want to see some of those comments before you get out of here. It's going to be a good one on tonight. I'm hoping to recover from this. I got to go work out. I got all kinds of stuff to do, but I don't feel like doing it after this. Oh, you got Charlo. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. You got Charlo. Canelo. Okay, Canelo. Nap time. I got Charnello. Who is Charnello? You already know. Canelo. All right, for sure. Canelo should play in our second. hey, man. Canelo should play in the secondary. Canelo should be on the safety, and Charlo should be the DB. It's crazy. All right, family. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on.